Hey, welcome to yet another fantastic Minute Microscopy. I'm Eric Rosenblatt, and with the midterm elections for 2022 here in the US just around the corner, I'd like to talk about something I keep hearing people say. It's the most important election ever. So that statement confuses me because I hear people saying that phrase every time there's an election from all sides. For 40 plus years, people have been, at least my lifetime, people have been claiming this election is the most important. But how can that be? Is it that with each passing year, the consequences for blundering your voting choice become more and more dire? Honestly, looking out at the world as a political outsider, I don't see that a whole lot has changed over the years. Sure, legislation moves this way or that way, but daily life appears to go on largely unaffected, and the country hasn't been plunged into a Mad Max style Armageddon. So the ramifications can't be too significant. That said, what makes an election important anyway? And why do they always say that it is? I guess I would suspect it's because such a tactic produces consistent results. You drum up a bunch of emotion and fear to get the ignorant masses to side with you, or even simply side with the state, so they'll go out and cast a vote the way you want them to, while simultaneously whipping up contempt for the other team and everything they stand for. That manufactured conflict, as well as the sense of self it brings being part of what you perceive as a movement, makes people very susceptible to manipulation. Religious cult much? Anyway, how can an election be important when nearly all politicians have a solid track record of supporting only corporate and government interests rather than those of their constituents? Blue team, red team, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really. It makes for a good spectacle, I suppose, and helps maintain the faith that the system is valid and functional. Being concerned about who's elected in this context feels like deciding what color you want to paint your car, even though the whole frame is rusted out, the engine is seized, and it's sitting tireless up on blocks in your front yard. But what do I know? If you feel like voting, go ahead and vote. But don't have any illusions that things will improve or degrade whichever way the wheel turns.